What's going on, guys? As you guys can see, I have my 1022 here for Project 1022, and in this video I'm actually going to be installing some Harris bipods just like I have on my Remington 700, albeit slightly different. This is a different variation of the Harris bipods that I have on my 1022, on my Remington 700, but I think this is, to be honest, it's a better fit for this specific gun because it's lighter and everything like that, you know what I mean? Just the applications are not necessarily the same, so I think this is going to be a better fit for the 1022. So with that being said, let's go over to the table and we'll get this installed. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be installing some Harris bipods on my Project 1022 here. Doing my best to get this in frame. It's going to be kind of hard because the camera's going to be focusing in and out between the bipods and the rifle itself, but either way, right now I want to focus your attention on here. This is Harris Engineering, or the ultralight bipods, which is slightly different than the one that I have on my Remington 700, which I'll talk about here in a second. But on the package, I'm just gonna read it for you guys. It says it's a superior design and workmanship. I agree. I think Harris bipods are actually really good. There's some that are probably better out there on the market. Some people say Atlas are better. I think Harris is better, but that's just my opinion. But either way, these are a really good option in my opinion if you want some good, reasonably priced bipods. It says here that it attaches and detaches in seconds, which is absolutely true. Positively will not change point of impact, which I've never had any issues with that myself. It says quick folding or erection, because come on, let's be real, what guy doesn't like a quick erection? It says attachment permits normal use of carrying sling, which is cool, you know what I mean? Similar to what I have on my Remington 700. It does have the ability to also have a sling on it as well. And it says fits practically all bolt action rifles. Clearly this is not a bolt action rifle, but needless to say, it will work just great. So let's get this open really quick and we'll see what the contents of this package consists of. So as you can see, all the contents of the package are out, so I'm just going to put that aside. First things first, it comes with this instructions, and I don't know what this is really, but looks like some sort of just publication, things that it comes with, variation of rifles and stuff that have different variations of the Harris bipods. Some are longer, some are shorter, and stuff like that. Different types of mounts, I guess, you can put on this or whatever, and things like that. It's really cool. I'm assuming this is just the instruction manual. We're not going to be needing that. What I want to show you though is the Harris bipods themselves. This is kind of difficult to work without it mounted on the rifle itself, but basically what happens is this part mounts on the rifle itself, and then the legs pop down like this. And then this right here allows it, to extend the legs. So, yeah. To install it is very simple. As you can see right here, you see these little two nipple look-like things, whatever. It essentially just clamps onto the sling mount, which you can see it goes on both sides, and it just basically just clamps on there like this and just sits on there. To loosen it up, all you gotta do is get this round thing right here. This is already pretty loose, it's already, so you just want to loosen it up. Obviously lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? And then once it's loose, you just basically open it up, and then you put it on there, and then you just righty tighty, and it's as simple as that. All right, as you can see, the Harris bipod is on the rifle now, and like I was saying, it was kind of hard to manipulate without this being mounted on the gun because of this very large spring that gives retention to the actual legs. But basically the way it works is simple. Once it's actually mounted, all you have to do is push the legs open, and you can see a very commanding, very dominant, push, and your gun would just sit naturally. It is really easy to manipulate and everything like that. To close, all you got to do is push forward, and then that's it. Simple as that. So something I wanted to show you really quick. This is my Remington 700 that I have. Yeah, you can tell because it's got the bull barrel. This is my 1022 because it still has that tiny little pencil one. They're both, I believe, hammer forged. The only thing difference is that, of course, this is a larger diameter and is a hammer. It is a heavy contoured barrel. But, well, besides that, you know what I mean? This is what I was trying to tell you. This does have the sling mount as well, and it does have a sling. I'm sorry if you guys can hear all those explosions in the background. No, we're not getting bombed or nothing like that. It is 4th of July weekend, if you guys must know. And that's what you're listening to. So, but one of the differences between both of these is that this one actually swivels. If I could put this in frame for you, this one swivels left and right, and the one that I bought for the 1022 does not. It's just a fixed, you know, mount, or a fixed, you know, bipod, if you will, which is 100%, you know, it's a 100%, you know, good application for the 1022. It's lighter. It's gonna do everything this does, just probably not as effective, but realistically, we're not gonna need that on the 1022. I'd rather go with a little bit lighter of a build with the 1022 than with the Remington 700, since this obviously has a different objective. So with that being said, you know, I'm going to set this back down and we'll talk about the bipods a little bit more. All right, so this portion right here, I believe, is where it has the capabilities, if you will, to mount a sling. I'm not so sure how much I like that, but I probably will still put a sling on there regardless. And of course, you know, I'm going to be putting the 2-point sling. I think these kinds of rifles need those kinds of slings, in my opinion. I think it's what works the best for this specific type of application. But overall, I think it's a great build, great, you know, construction, great engineering. I think it's a, you know, really good product, and it's reasonably priced. I think I paid like $75 or something like that for this, maybe less. I don't remember exactly, but somewhere in that ballpark that I paid. And it's a great little bipod, man. This build is starting to look really good, actually, and it's actually starting to wind down. There's only a couple more things that I need to buy for this build. But with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you guys think down in the comments box down below of these Harris bipods, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.